Yo, welcome back to Past the Six Podcast. I'm your host, JB. Joining me as always, Tsunamic Wave. What is going on, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. I can't call it. It's been a short weekend, even though it was a long weekend. That's kind of weird, but it was cool.
No doubt, man. Yo, same for me, man. I wish I had some time to play more video games than I did as I did last week, but still got some gaming again, man. Um, yo, as always, appreciate the love and support, yo. Definitely the interactions are going up. We definitely see that. Appreciate the support. And as always, if you don't know, the show is split into four parts. We start out with what games we're currently playing, then we'll go on to this week in gaming, where we briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history. Then from there, we'll have some topics. Then we'll touch upon, then we hit the spin wheel, which is, one gotta go. Game Versus just added a bunch of new stuff to that. So I'm excited for that. This week though, we're literally just gonna go straight from this week in gaming into topics. Reason being, it's kind of a dry week for gaming. Wave,
Right.
obviously the PlayStation Slim was announced today. $499 for the Slim model with the disc. Obviously, $449 for the digital version. And if you want to buy a disc add-on, you can later for $80. So obviously, if you want a disc now, we obviously advise to just go on and get the disc version now. It does come with a terabyte of storage versus 825 on the original. But Wave, as somebody who has a PlayStation, before we even get on to the show, would anything about this make you go out and rebuy the PlayStation 5?
No. just just a quick little answer. No. Like
Right.
I ain't even gonna front nah, it's a little bit more space, but like I have the digital version. I'm not gonna act like I'm big balling with the disc version. The only thing that'll make me like even consider is the Blu-ray disc, but like your brother says, a lot of times when we on the show, we already got the PS2 for that. So like, do we really need to go and buy another $500 console just for a disc? Like, I'm straight. Like, I'm good. Like, don't do that.
Nah, that's a fact. Let's get to these comments real quick. Andrew Armstrong said, "What's good, y'all?
Yeah, Andy.
Look who's back. Gamer Live looks at him. I allowed
Yeah.
back. Look, man. All is forgiven, man. I guess all is forgiven."
That was
Danny
hilarious.
Jablonski, if I said that wrong, please correct me. Say, hey guys, hey, what's going on, bro?
Almost
said,
100% sure you said that wrong.
I know, right? Just said, hey everyone, and Bill Saber was good, bro. Said, let's get it.
What's good?
Let's get it. All right, yo. Let me know your thoughts on this PS5 Slim announce. Again, if you're just joining us, $499 for the new Slim model, $449 for the digital edition, and an extra $80 if you want to buy the disc add-on later on. My thoughts on it, man. Honestly, if you don't have a PS5 now, fine, right? Cool. Go
Right.
get it. It's going to be the same price anyway. Except the fact, the only thing I didn't get clarification on, Wave, that I was kind of worried about is, are they getting rid of the original Slim digital? I mean, are they getting rid of the original digital edition? Because that was $399. You see what I'm saying?
We know PlayStation track record. We could absolutely see them doing that.
Right.
Are they doing that? I don't want to like do them that dirty, but like we could see it just for the money grab. But if they give you the option to pay for the Blu-ray disc, I really can't see them like chucking the digital. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see that. If they wouldn't give you the option. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope not. But again, like you said, we can never be so sure when we're dealing with Sony, man. They it's kind of slick, right? Obviously, they did bump up the storage from 825 gigs to 1 terabyte, but at the same time, it's kind of like you said, you never be so quite sure with what their intentions are, and that's what I'm kind of like on, because now the digital edition is just literally $50 less, right? And
Right.
but I do like how you have the option to add that disc add-on later on. I do like that part. You know what I mean? Why you need it in this day and age? I guess if you inherit games or something, I guess that kind of. But other than that, I don't know, because nobody even watches the Blu-ray, so it's not to watch movies.
Right.
So I still think the best deal is to just go on and get the digital edition. But some people like to collect physical games. I'm one of them, so I get that point. But yeah, man.
I wonder, right? Like is it just for Blu-ray DVDs? Like, are they gonna make it so you can't play the games on it? Because somebody gonna try to buy the disc. You ain't really saving money though if you pay the extra
Right.
$80. So like, my question is, if you do pay that extra $80, they specifically said Blu-ray DVD. So like, will you be able to play the game on there? Like, if you buy this version, somebody give you a physical copy. Like, yeah, I saw that you had the disc PlayStation. You feel me? And you
So they
like, will
did
you be able to play?
upgrade. They did update it on the website. It is so it will be able to play the actual games, right? It's not just the actual Blu-ray. They said they didn't say that because the PlayStation disc are Blu-ray discs. That's why they
Mhm.
said it like that. But you are going to be able to play the games if you pay the extra 80. But I will say, if you ever plan to buy discs for the PS5, you might as well just go on and get the disc version now. You're actually going to save money.
Right.
So, but I guess if you're on a budget right now and you can only let's say you only have 500 to spend, then go ahead and do the 449 plus the tax. But all right, let's get to the comments before we get to this week in gaming.
You rich, go be rich.
I know, right? Gamer Live looks at I'm giving a PS5 away on my stream, so it's nothing.
See, if you rich, go be rich.
All right,
Rich people
give
do
away
rich things.
Battlefield 2042 as well.
They're gonna get that back.
Ashley Larry was good. He said PS5 digital is already slim enough, in my opinion. Yeah, the 30%. Like, I like the way they threw that number out, right? 30% slimmer, and I'm like, looking at it, I was like, it's really not that big. But they were like, chill.
Can't even tell. Where is it slim at?
Andrew said, I don't get it. Did it upgrade? Is it the same? What changes for the price? A bump in storage, right? So if you pay $499,
a small bump
for 825 gigs now, you are going to get that 1 terabyte version. But other than that, it's the same exact console. Bill Saber said, I'm a PC guy. You better off getting a mid-tier PC. Your thoughts on that, Wave?
I mean, I'm saying this as a broke person. I have PC too, and I have all of the systems. I really can't, I got PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, so I really can't call it.
And
like,
Switch
I think
too.
it's, yeah, you ain't had to put that out there. I really can't call it. I would say whatever your preference. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, if you mouse and controller is not my thing. Like, I'm not really good on the keyboard, so like that's not me. I still play certain things like Valorant, sometimes Apex, really rarely on PC, but like it's really a preference.
Right.
It's the same price.
Just said I don't see the need for it, but not at all surprised that it drops right before the holiday. So it will be out in November. That holiday money is unmatched. Of course, it's going to be right there. So Andrew said, do you know how many Sega Genesis systems I could buy with that money? All of them. Well, they had 52 versions of them. So like Gamer Live looks at I'm trying to gain followers, not lose them with Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna lose them. You might as well put Cyberpunk in there too while you at it.
Andrew said, Gamer Live, look, it got a little better. I tried it finally and only glitched 48 times in one match. Like yo, man. Y'all too much already. I see how we starting this off, man. Y'all starting out like violent for no reason. But yo,
be a good night.
Let's get right on to this week in gaming, where we briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history. And kicking this off, man, we starting out with Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which dropped a long time ago. It dropped October 11th, 1996. Wave, obviously, the original MK series Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and obviously Trilogy was the one where they brought all the characters back.
Together.
Which at the time was super dope, right? Because
right.
certain characters was getting left out of games. I'll start with you though. What's your thoughts on this MK Trilogy?
All I can think about is Johnny Cage, man. That was my favorite character in the first installment of Mortal Kombat. You know, the whole first trilogy. That was my boy. I used to just do the split, do the armpit fireball. I think this was dope, man. You know, I know I give Mortal Kombat crap about the graphics, how they use the picture, the like kind of make the characters, and it is hilarious now that you look at it. But like back in the days, this was super dope. You know, the graphics, the sound effects, oh my leg, all of that was fire to me. Get over here, all of that, like
right.
Like Mortal Kombat is goated, man. No matter what I say about when they try to step out of their normal way of making games, this game is always dope. It's always gonna have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, man. Look, MK is something that you love, I love, bro. It's I love this game. My only problem with this game was, and it felt like again, all my guys like me who collect and stuff like that. Just go out and get the PlayStation version. Do not mess around with the 64 version. They had obviously we're going from disc to cartridge, so a lot of stuff is missing. The only cool part is if you play on the 64 version, the secret character of Chameleon is the female version, not the male version like it is on PlayStation. So that's a cool little twist to it, right? And but again, I love the game. MK Trilogy was super dope. It does run off of the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 engine. So, in a lot of people say that's the best Mortal Kombat game of all time. So, if you like that game, then you're gonna love MK Trilogy. Shout out to Noob Saibot is a character that probably won't see ever again because he's broken in every single game that he's in.
Fighting this dude.
Right. So, but yeah, man, this game is super dope. Absolutely love it. Let's get to the comments.
Look at how fast he's beating these people up. Like, this is incredible.
Saber said W.
Fact,
Mo,
definitely
let's go. He said, "Goated. Still remember the codes."
I don't think I do. I'm thinking too.
Jess says she's 27 years.
Yeah, we putting that age out there, man. It's crazy.
Maurice Brown said, "Playing Husky Raid and Halo, so can't talk. This game is always daughter's always going to have a special place in my heart." Voice picked that up. Gotcha.
I was super confused on that.
Word. All right. Yo, let's get to the next game, man. Yo, the next game we talk about is Wave. This is a game that I never really appreciated until long after it wasn't popular. I'm just being completely honest with you, but Beautiful Joe dropped October 7th, 2003. The game was also developed by Midway, but look, man, this is a game that I really like. But again, I didn't really get around to playing it until like 2017. You know,
Yeah.
But so, what's your thoughts on this game before I even give my thoughts?
Well, I think first of all, I think the game is dope. I think it is a nice spin on the kind of the beat 'em up style game. Like, you know, if you like Double Dragon and the Ninja Turtles game, the old X-Men game, this is one of those games that kind of like fall in line with that. And I think they did a good job like putting their own spin on it. It was kind of like almost like a movie, like a cartoon movie kind of thing, like kind of feel to it. I think that was really dope how they spent and did it. Honestly, the reason why I was so late on this game, because I was late on this too, it's because I thought this was like a stunt game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way the commercial was back in the days, and I almost thought it was like a stunt game. So I really wasn't too into it. But then when I actually played it later on, I don't remember the year. My memory is not as good as yours. But like when I actually got to play it, I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, I don't know why I didn't give this a chance earlier. But yeah, Beautiful Joe is really good. I didn't play the second one though. I need to make up for that one.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Artie Lucas. You were absolutely right. Appreciate that. It was made by Capcom. I'm bugging. I was like, because like even when I said it, I was like Midway. I was like, no way. Sorry about that. It was a typo. It was made by Capcom. But yo, look, man. Like I was saying, Beautiful Joe is a game. I remember seeing commercials for it. Right. I remember it like back in the day. I used to get the WWF magazines. I remember seeing the ad for this game in there. And it always looked cool, but like I always say on the show, at that time, it was wrestling games, Madden, and occasionally like military games, SOCOM and stuff like that. So I kind of skipped out on this game. But when I finally got it, when I started collecting games, like I said, like 2016, this game was so dope. And it's one of the few games that I'm like, damn, I'm having fun with it now, but I wish I played it when it first came out. You know what I mean? Because I remember people talking about this game like in school. And I just was like, oh yeah, that sounds cool, but not really my thing. Let's talk about Madden, right? Let's talk about NBA Live. But yeah, this is something I would like to see come back. I think this would be kind of dope on the Switch, but I doubt we'll see it if I'm being completely real.
Yeah, this would be dope on Switch, no lie. I think Switch will do this justice.
Absolutely.
And it would still look the same. It won't be it will look the same.
All right, let's get to the next game. The next game is a game that I do remember playing, Kirby Air Ride. I'll start off with this one, Wave. This is a game, bro, that I literally remember I traded in Vice City. No, what not Vice City. I traded in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I traded in there's a few games I traded in to get this from GameStop.
I'm judging you.
I'm not going to say I have a weird relationship with Kirby games. If I'm being honest, I like them, but at the same time, it's not like I don't always quite feel satisfied with the money I spent for them, right? And we know Nintendo games, they never drop in value and all that. So although I can honestly say I haven't played all the Kirby games, but the ones I have played, I've never played a bad one. But at the same time, I never quite leave the games like, oh my God, like this is so incredible, if that makes sense. Now, this one was more like fast paced, and even the one that just Crystal Shards or the one that dropped on the Switch. But this one's cool. Like I said, I picked up this game probably like 2018, 2019, and it cost me like $35. You know what I mean? So it definitely still has value to it. But have you ever played this game? What's your thoughts on this?
First, my thoughts is I would never trade in what you said, Vice City.
No. It wasn't some Vice City. I traded in. I know for a fact it was Tony Hawk 3. I traded in. I want to say.
Okay, if you said 1 or 2, I definitely would have judged you on that one. 3
no.
3 wasn't that great.
It was definitely 3. It was other games. Like back then, I always traded a bunch of sports games. You know what I mean? And but yeah,
I was definitely going to judge you for trading those good games. I ain't going front. I'm not a huge Kirby fan. Like I never been a Kirby fan. So like Kirby racing games was just not my cup of tea. It looked dope. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like its own version of like Mario Kart.
Yep.
And that was my thing. Mario Kart, Mario Party. I wasn't really you know me, back in these days, I always admit to being biased when it came to games. So like if I was on one side of the fence, I wasn't crossing over to the other side.
Right.
Like for example, when I started playing 2K, I completely stopped playing live. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just weird in that way. Like I don't play both sides. So when this came out, I was just like, nah, I already got Mario Kart. I don't
right.
And now that I'm really looking at it and did my research, I'm kind of happy I didn't do that because like it's pretty much the same. I don't really see
and like the idea of it was cool. Like the idea of it was cool, right? This was the point where everything, if it was a successful, it had a racing game, right? So it's no different. And if you like Kirby, then it's a fun game. But like you said, this was also during an era where there was a lot of good racing games out. So it wasn't that. I still had fun with it. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, for me, it's like an overall like reoccurring thing with Kirby where it's like I'll play it, I'll like it, but I'm like, I don't know if I felt like I got my money's worth, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You shouldn't have traded Tony Hawk in. That's what it's like.
Let's get to the comments. Gamer Live Look said there will be judgment for trading games at GameStop. This is 2003. So like, you don't know what you don't know. Why you coming at me like lately, bro? What's good? Like what's good, man?
You must have came to his stream and dropped some hate or something, bro.
RD Lucas said I was playing Manhunt and Def Jam Fight for New York in 2003. So I wasn't playing Manhunt, even though that is a good game, but I definitely was playing Def Jam. That's a fact. That's a fact.
RD, you from New York? That's a New York game right there, man. Definitely a New York game.
All right, yo, let's get to the next game. Yo, this next game is a game. Wave, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is one of the very few games I think we've ever talked about on This Week in Gaming. Now, when we talk about topics and stuff, that's different. But in terms of this week in gaming, this is one of the very few games I've never actually played. And the reason why I've never played it, I was a hater. All right. So with that in mind, we're talking about LA Rush. Yo, Wave, let me tell you something about this game, bro. I hated on this game so bad. This was a time where I was playing Need for Speed. I was playing Midnight Club. I was like branching out, right? Playing all types of racing games, stuff like this. In this game, it looks cool. It might be good. I've never played it. But I was like, it's probably not the games that I want to play in terms of like Midnight Club, Need for Speed and stuff. So I kind of just skipped out on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you played it though? Because I want to know, like, did I mess up? Is this game hot?
Well, nah, I'm not gonna front. Like, I can't tell you that. Like, I missed on this too, because in the same breath, I was playing I was playing Gran Turismo, like tough. Like Gran Turismo was the game for me. Like I wasn't even playing none of the other race. Oh, Need for Speed 2. I'm lying. I was playing Need for Speed 2.
Right.
Because Need for Speed was like gave you that option to customize your cars and all of that. I mean, just looking at it though, when you do your research on it, like this game looked dope. Like you driving through Los Santos, you feel me? Or it looked like you driving through San Andreas, like for real though. And that to me just make it dope in itself, because we all got a bunch of memories with that. But I missed on it. It looked fly. I can't front though. I wish I would have played it when it dropped.
Look, man, I'm gonna go out and get this game. I to be honest, I tried to look on Sunday, but the retro game store that I go to was closed. But I will try to track this game down because I do want to check it out, because there's a lot of games we talk about that I've played, right? I may not have liked them, but I've played them, right? And I do collect games, so I definitely want this for the collection. But let's get to the comments. Gamer Live Look said, you my guy, brother. It comes from a place of love. Aye, it's all good. It's all good. RD Lucas said, Bronx, New York. Shout out to the Bronx.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to
I knew you was from New York once you said Manhunt. It's a fact.
Jess said, never played this one, so join the club. Andrew Arms said, I missed so many games from 04 to 07.
Right.
Gamer Live said, I've never seen so many squared asses in one game.
They was moving though.
RD Lucas said, Need for Speed Most Wanted was the wave. Fire emoji. Yeah,
yes, it was. That's
Need for Speed. That's why the one that just came out, like this year, like it was just, you know what I mean? Yeah, it hurt my heart. Just said, laugh my ass off. Illegal BBLs 05 edition. RD Lucas said, I just picked up Simpson Hit and Run for the GameCube. Now that game is fire. Simpsons Hit and Run. I had that game on the Xbox and the PS2. Like that game is so fire. Yeah, I love that game. That's one of the games that like I could still throw in till this day and play that Simpsons Hit and Run.
Illegal BBL, crazy.
All right, Wave, let's jump to the next game, man. Yo, this next game, Wave, is a game that a lot of people don't like, but I like this game, man. I ain't gonna front on you, Wave. I like this game a lot. Thrillville, Off the Rails, came out October 9, 2007, developed by Frontier Developments. Look, man, and bro, I really like these type of games. I remember playing Theme Park on the original PlayStation. I remember playing all types like I still play games that like you live like kind of sandbox. You build your amusement park, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I always play games like this, bro. So I love these type of games, but I will say if you do not like these type of games, they never will be your thing, most likely. So with that said, I ask you, have you ever played this game? Is this something you would have been interested in or is interested in?
Yeah, I ain't going front. This is not my thing. I'm not really into the. Well, we could kind of tell by the way I treat Civ 6 every time it's brought up. You feel me? Like this style of game is not really my thing. I'm not really into the Sims and the build your own sandbox. Well, it depends on what kind of sandbox game it is. I'm not gonna say that. But these type of sandbox games, I'm not really into it. Like, I kind of want to I don't know. I mean, it looks cool to me. Like it looked different than a typical like Roller Coaster Tycoon and all the other games, but like it is just not my thing. So
Right.
it does look dope. It's just not for me.
I got you. Like man, these type of games I love. I would like to say I'm a very creative person when it comes to like these type of games. So I could get lost in playing these games, right? Because like I like to build stuff, and the fact that you could like hit the camera mode to actually see how the ride would work out. I love it. Like I said, I'm probably gonna buy the Roller Coaster Tycoon game when it drop later this year. Let's get to the comments though. All right. Andrew said, this game got me through dark times in 07, 10 out of 10 nostalgia and playability in my book. All right, man. Some love for it. Some love for it. That's what I like to see. Gamer Live looks at I love these type of simulation games. Theme Park, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Sim City. I'm right with you. I'm right with you, bro. I love these type of games, man. Theme Park on the PlayStation was dope, though. And Mo said, never played this.
You probably would love this, Mo. This right up your alley.
Yo, you're not letting the Sim 6 go. Sim 6, City Skylines, of course.
I'm just saying this up his alley, you know. I think he probably would.
I mean, it's not that far off. But all right, yo, that's all we got for this week in gaming. Next week, have some more stuff to talk about. Let's jump right into the spin wheel. Got some new revamp questions. So we're gonna have some fun with the spin wheel. Some one gotta go, some game versus Wave. Are you ready, bro?
Let's get it.
All right, let's go. All right. Let's kick this off. Make sure y'all put your answers in the chat too. We talk about it. Which video game world or environment would you love to explore if it was real? All
That's
the games
hard,
out
nigga.
there.
All them shit's dangerous.
If you had to pick one, Wave.
All the video game worlds is dangerous, man. Hopefully, if I'm hopping in, I'm on a level 100 already. I'm gonna choose a game that I've been playing like more recently, and this might not be like one that people familiar with. I spoke about this last week. The game Grounded. I think that would be like super dope, just to like turn small and be in the backyard, and got to deal with like the bug, even if not the front yard, but the backyard probably more safe. So the backyard, seeing the bugs and the big bodies of water. I think like Honey, I Shrunk My Kids.
Yep.
That's pretty much what the game is based off of, and I think that's pretty dope. I would absolutely love to actually do that, and I wouldn't say in real life, but like if I had to, yeah, why not explore that? I think that's a dope.
It's not a bad one. This game is real life. I mean, y'all gonna accuse me of being high, which I promise you I'm not. But real talk, I'm going classic. I'm going Mario 64, man. Like all those worlds in that game, man. When they had the water world, and they had the basement when it was flooded, it wasn't flooded. Then you had he was up in the sky, and they had to take the cannon to jump on the roof and all that stuff. Like I was gonna say Banjo Kazooie, but that's a little like I don't know. That game trippy as hell. I'm actually playing that game right now with my daughter, if I'm being honest. We're like she's I don't know why, but she loves Banjo Kazooie. So we're playing through the first and second one right now. And that world is kind of trippy. So I'll probably go I put like obviously there's a lot. Zelda, obviously Breath of the Wild. So it's a cool ass world.
I ain't choosing the game where the bad guys automatically stealing my lady off rip. Once you get there, you just gotta save somebody. That's crazy. You can't even chill.
I'm gonna mention the game, and it's not like I want to be in this world because it was dangerous. One world I would like to be if I had like obviously not gonna die is Outriders. Remember that game from last year?
Yeah. Nah, that's
I thought that'd be a dope world, like dope character to be. You know what I mean? / world to be in. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, Anthem is a good one too, because everybody like Iron Man in that joint.
Yeah,
just flying around like that'll be super dope.
All right, let's get to these comments, man. Mo said, "Is there any other answer than Pokemon?"
Yes.
Pokemon be tight. It can be tight, scary too, man.
Yeah, bro. Run. Imagine turning the corner and seeing an Onyx.
That's a fact. Also, remember when Lieutenant Surge had Raichu beat the hell out of Pikachu.
Or
remember that?
Snorlax.
Word,
Like,
like
100
word.
feet tall. Like, nah,
Ash
I'm
was always
straight.
in danger, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you out. Or Mewtwo, or Mew.
Andrew said Jedi Temple.
I don't know what KOTOR stands for, but it's probably one of the games.
I'm trying to think. It looks very familiar.
I don't do Star Wars, so I don't know.
Right now. That is not what that is.
What popped up? 2 girls, 1 cup.
I said Korea on the rocks.
Oh, Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm about to say
I
it's
don't know
not
what that is. But...
Korea on the rocks. That sounds wild. Like, all right. Gamer Live looks at Cuphead World. That's a good one. That's a good one.
No. What? That sounds immediately dangerous. Cuphead is difficult too, from what I heard.
It is. Hit the blunt. You might reeval. You might go into the Cup World. Like, you have some fun there.
It might be.
Ashley Larry said, "Shit, put me in the Pikmin world." Now that's interesting. Wave, I believe you said when we talked about it, you didn't play Pikmin, but you know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The Pikmin world.
That's a good one. Bill Saber said, "I play FPS shooter, so none."
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either.
Y'all don't want to be in Verdansk Warzone? Like,
hell no.
Rebirth Island.
Can't even go to sleep. Once you land, you shooting, people shooting at you.
Word.
That is just waking up with a parachute on your back. You know what's going on.
Most said the question should be, if you could choose a video game world to live in, who would be your starting Pokemon? That's hilarious. But obviously I'm always going with Bulbasaur, the GOAT.
Same, Bulbasaur.
I like this one.
My starter.
RD Lucas said Sonic Adventure. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. Just said, this is so hard for me. Wow, I have no idea how to pick. Crash, Wrath, or Cortex. That's a dark ass game, actually. Like, I know it's for kids, but like for a kids game, that was a dark ass game right there.
So wait, are we assuming we getting the powers of these people? Are we just running in there as NPCs?
I didn't make up the question, Wave. So I guess we can have the powers, because obviously we all gonna die if not.
Right, because like, are we choosing some real dangerous to just join in?
Mo said Banjo is so amazing, they need to remaster that game. Absolutely. And not put out something like Banjo Nuts and Bolts. That game is not good. Knights of the Old Republic, Rebirth. Jeff said, put me in Psychonauts, but only for 15 minutes. You're gonna lose your damn mind.
Yeah, that
all right, let's get to the next question, y'all. Appreciate the answers. Do you think people who don't play video games can still understand and appreciate them? Why or why not? This is interesting. So a few years ago, I probably would have said, not so much, right, Wave? But lately, I've seen I'm talking, when I say lately, I mean like past year or two. I've seen so many people on YouTube, and we can get into a debate whether they appreciate them or not, I guess, who literally watch games and review games for the stories alone, but they never play them. Now, granted, they don't talk about the gameplay because they can't, right? But they talk about the story of these video games. Like, for example, they just did it with MK1. So many people was reacting to, covering the story, reviewing the story, and they was like, I never played it, but I'm watching the cutscenes. I'm watching, you know what I mean? It's like, This is such a good game, or blah blah blah, or how they can improve in the future. So in the past, I probably would have had a snobby answer like, hell no, right? If you're not playing, how could you? You know what I mean? Right. But I think I'm starting to come around on the fact that some people, they like video games for the art, they like it for the story, but they may not play. Or maybe if it's a game like Outlast or Resident Evil, they might be too scared or anxiety to play those games, but they still appreciate them. So I've come around on that. But my initial answer back in the day would have been hell no. But now I'm probably going to say yeah. What's your thoughts?
I think it really depends on the game, right? Or the person, or it depends really. Like, because like certain games you got to kind of play to get like the nuances of it. Right. So like even watching it, you can't really like appreciate it. I mean, I guess you could have some level of appreciation. I don't know if you would get like the same level as somebody that actually played it and went through the trials and tribulations of beating the
Right.
game, but like watching it, like you said, with the streaming game being so big now, sorry, with the streaming community being so big now, like you can watch somebody play front to back, and gain an appreciation for the game. You might appreciate the streamer more than the game though.
Right.
But like you will have some level of it. It wouldn't be that big of a it still be
Yeah.
something missing. But yeah, I think you could gain some level of appreciation just from watching it. Now, if you don't watch it at all, right? I guess the appreciation will lie in who you've seen play the game, right? Like,
Right.
so like my partner don't play the game at all, but like she appreciate the fact that it gives me some level of
Okay.
peace when I get home from a
Okay.
hard day of work or
I see
dealing with
that.
our kids and all that. So, like, yeah, I think so.
I definitely see that. Daryl said, "Nah." I love it. I love it. That's hilarious. Andrew said, "Yes, several people watch streamers because they aren't that good or just enjoy stories." Look, these stories they tell, man. Going back to last week when we talked about is it art or not, right? These stories are
Right.
so damn good that people, like I said, they watch them like movies. That's because a lot
Right.
of them play like Gamer Live said, "Nah," because they are very judgmental of people that do play games. That's a, you know what?
Some
That's
people
why
are. Some people
that's
are.
why this question is good, because so many people we've seen it, right? The Instagram debates are video games. Like, should grown people play video games? Can you date somebody who play video? All these wild ass questions, right? So I like, it's very kid, like there is still a stigma there. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I do think it's starting to change a little bit. Some may disagree with that.
Yeah, some people still gonna have them extreme views, like grown men or women shouldn't play video games, but
Right.
those people don't know what they're talking about. They never had a
Absolutely.
hobby.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Like,
Right.
just said, I think it's possible for some franchises. There are games I don't play that I love the storylines of. Absolutely. One of the ones for me was, I did go back and play. It was Life is Strange. I literally watched it and went back and played it myself and still had a blast with it. Most said, of course, they just have to find the right one for them. Bill
Absolutely.
Staber said, "No, the negative stigma is very strong still. Streaming has brought some light to what gaming means, but playing a game for hours is very foreign to some people still." He said, not foreign, but misunderstood.
Yeah.
Some good points. Just that it's similar to the dynamic of MCU fans versus Marvel comic fans versus those who love both. There's levels to it, but there would always be gatekeeping and judgment.
That was a
Good
good
point.
Yeah, that was I like the way you put that. That was
ball players, pause. Hoopers, game players, real gamers. That's a good point. People who actually play versus like hoopers, you know what I mean, who live it, and then game players versus real gamers.
Right.
Daryl, some clarification, said the reason I came to that was because of the understanding and the appreciating part. Yeah, I mean, perfect example, MK1. It came out, everybody loved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
People reviewing it, and you look at the comments wave, and it's there. People were like, "How can you like this game? You never even played it. You don't know what it's like to play with Smoke or Liu Kang or whatever." You know what I mean?
Right,
like
right. Those are gatekeepers,
they harsh.
though.
Yeah. They harsh. As you later said, there's a game out there for everyone, though.
But they gotta be willing to find it. Because my fiance will play Ultimate Alliance 2 with me all day, but will touch a controller for nothing else.
Right. When I streamed, I had some negative people, but I mean, we play for a reason. We are badasses who love gaming with a passion. Never change, y'all. Absolutely, I agree. And some people do come around, man, just later in life. I know Mo's. I know Mo's here in the chat. He gonna find this hilarious, but we couldn't get our pops to play video games to save our life. Can I play? Like, pops, you want to play? No, I ain't playing that damn game. You're not allowed here, right? Every time my pops come into my house now, he told my daughter, put Mario Kart on.
Right, because he found the game he liked.
So much so, and if he watches, he's gonna laugh. He's once asked me, how much one of them Switches cost? like, yo, you're like, what?
The
Like,
game
yo,
has changed.
like remember that Chappelle show when making a band in Dylon, and he was like, he looked up, was like, that's exactly how it was. I know you didn't just ask me how much a Switch costs. Like, this is insane, man.
Changed.
All right, yo, let's get to this next one, Wave.
That's a good question.
We got a blank one.
Was we supposed to make up a question? I don't got one off the top of my head. Who's the best rappers in the world? Who's the top 5 rappers?
Dylon, and Dylon, because I spit hot fire. Blank one. Got your blank check, y'all.
Andrew, we appreciate that answer. Oh, we appreciate that answer.
Where is blank answers? Most say he be getting watched by his granddaughter. He do. My dad definitely losing. Dev,
put in that work.
Have you ever played a video game with a friend remotely? I'm gonna skip this one. We all have. It's called online play.
Right.
Skip that one.
They try to make it different.
They try to be slick, right? Like, yeah. Remote. Uh-oh. Here we go, Wave. One gotta go. Laura Croft from Tomb Raider. Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Kratos from God of War. Or Samus from Metroid. One gotta go. Sheesh.
All right, so I'm just choose the person I spent a lot less time with. You know, if I'm going first, I already got my answer. Laura Croft 1000%. Nah, I know y'all gonna hate me for this, but I'm getting rid of Samus. Bye, Samus.
What?
Bro, Lord, the new Tomb Raiders. I don't know if y'all played the new Tomb Raiders.
Fire. Super fire.
Samus ain't touching that, bro. I don't care about no nostalgia or none of that. The definitive edition Tomb Raiders is so fire. Storyline is so fire. The game is so fire. I know people gonna be tight, but Samus gotta go. And I'm Uncharted. That's one of my favorite series on PlayStation. Was the newer series. Like, gotta stay. And God of War, bro. Who getting rid of God of War?
Bro, Samus?
Yeah, gotta go. Sorry, Samus.
Yo, so I'm gonna be real with you. If they didn't do the remakes of the Tomb Raiders, which are super fire, go play them, y'all. Go play them. Super fire.
If they didn't do the remake, it'll probably be Laura Croft.
I might have picked Miss Croft, but they fired, so she ain't going nowhere. I do like Uncharted. God of War is goated. Kratos is goated. Nathan Drake gotta go, bro. I'm not getting rid of Samus. Hell no. Hell no on Samus. Kratos ain't going no damn where, bro. Like, that's Kratos probably the one that's staying off the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's automatic.
And so for me, it came down to Nate Drake versus Laura. So I gotta probably let go of Drake. But I do like Uncharted though.
Bro, you don't like it that much. Uncharted is fire. How are y'all just, bro? I'm sorry. Samus' story is not.
Andrew said Laura Croft. What is that? A million%.
Million, trillion, gazillion.
Jess said, bye, Nathan.
Sheesh, no thoughts. Y'all just thought.
Daryl said, Samus, come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. Boy. Uncharted that game is so fire.
Saber said Kratos not going nowhere. Fuck that. Like, I think we all agree on that. Game of Life, I choose Battlefield. Fuck you, man. I chose Battlefield. Nathan Drake for me said Mo never got into the Uncharted series.
Get into the Uncharted series, man. Get into it. The game is fire.
Facts. Samus gotta go. Saber said Nathan Drake. Just said Samus. Wow.
Nathan Drake. I think it's
everybody said Nathan Drake. Daryl Miner said Tomb Raider top 10 franchise ?
That's tough. That's tough.
I don't know.
Like in what? Like out of
that's a good question.
Like what? Out of PlayStation? That is a good
That might
question.
be a
But like,
topic for like a show, the top 10 franchises. You know what I mean? That might be a topic for a show.
that's tough,
That's
bro.
a good
But like,
question.
you got Mario, you got Zelda. Sorry, I don't even want to go
I
through
got you.
that.
I got you. Ashley Larry said Nathan Drake got to go for me. Never got into any Uncharted games. Okay. Andrew
Bruh.
said Laura can make a bow and play with sticks and drown creepily in the first game.
That's so dirty. The storyline, yo, that game was just too fire for me. And the second one was fire too. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Just said, yeah, sorry. Triple H has to stay for. I think she's talking about Kratos.
Oh yeah, because they did dress him as Kratos in one of
right,
the
right.
things. He kind of looked like them though. I ain't going front.
Andrew said Drake got headshots for days and amazing driving skills.
Bro, Uncharted is
I do
fire.
like Uncharted. Dale said, I'm here, the top 10 franchise episode. Absolutely. We definitely got to do that. And he said, Uncharted is one of my favorite games. I told y'all these one gotta goes, man. They not easy.
Yo, Bill, who you putting off the list? You gotta put who you putting off the list.
He said Nathan Drake.
Oh, okay. So who? JD. I ain't see JD putting that. I ain't see that.
Do you like games that involve physical movement, dancing games, VR games, etc.? So obviously, Dance Dance Revolution is probably the biggest one that came out, but you also got stuff like what is it, Just Dance? You got the Michael Jackson experience that came out on the Kinect. Wii Sports count, you know what I mean? Count Wii Sports. Like yeah. So me personally, yeah, like I like the Michael Jackson experience when that came out. What's the other one? Dance Central. I thought that was cool. Just Dance, my daughter has on the Switch. That game is fun. I did like Wii Sports is one of my favorite games. I know that's kind of like it's like a cheat code, right? Because Wii Sports is so dope. But yeah, like I like playing golf on that game, bowling, boxing, baseball. So like by proxy, hell yeah. As for VR, it get a little dicey there with VR. If I'm being honest, I feel like some games they focus more on the VR part than the actual game, so I don't find them quite as fun. But Outlast on VR was kind of fun. Resident Evil in VR, I've tried that. That's fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like the quality of the VR games aren't there, but I'm not opposed to playing. I do like playing games where you actually have to get up and actually play. What about you, Wave? I know how you are on VR, but
yeah, VR make me dizzy, so I don't do VR. But the movement games, if I'm drunk, I'm with it. Yeah, you know that about me too.
right.
Mo could tell you more than anybody in the show. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm drunk, I'm with it. I said this many times. I'm the lead vocalist on Guitar Hero and all of that, so I'm with it. But I gotta have a few drinks in me. If I don't, I just want to chill. I just want to chill and play the game. Like I'm not about to get up and dance. I'm not doing none of that. But if it's like a weekend and we having a good time, I'm gonna have a good time too. So yeah, I'm with the physical activity games. I think they dope.
Just said yes, but I gotta be in the mood. Like I'm not. If it's 6 o'clock in the morning, chill. Like nobody trying to play Dance Central like 6 o'clock in the morning, right? Like nobody trying to do all that.
Darren might have said I'm lazy.
He said I'm lazy. Like I feel that though. Some days I don't even want to get up to get the controller. You know what I mean? Or if my controller die, it's just dead. I ain't getting up. Like so, I feel that. Bill Saber said, bro, the dance game on the Kinect was insane. Most fun I ever had. Yo, I'm telling you, when Dance Central came out, bro, and it had like the hip hop, you know what I mean? A lot of the hip hop songs. It was plus the Kinect, you didn't have to hold the Wii remote or nothing like that. It was just straight scanned you in. Yeah, that was dope. Just said, always ready to absolutely destroy someone on Wii Sports Tennis. I don't even like tennis on Wii. I do like tennis on Wii.
Sound like she been destroying you.
Nah.
Yeah.
First off, I don't think, to be honest, I don't think I ever played her in tennis. I think my go-to game, if I'm playing by myself, is golf. But if I'm playing if it's like a group of us, I always pick bowling. I find that fun. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I thought it's like going to a bowling alley, but I'm trashing bowling in real life. If I'm being honest, I'm good in on the Wii, but in real life, I'm horrible at bowling, bro. Bill Saber said, "Oh, rock band." I didn't even think of rock band. Obviously, the movement, the drums, the guitar. I'm thinking of the guitar because you just sit down. But the drums and stuff like that, absolutely
I'm like Mick Jagger in this month when it's time to
RD Lucas said we sports is goated. Absolutely, bro. Saber said we sports is OD. Gamer Live Look said I love my meta quest. I be playing the NFL experience and Resident Evil's Fire as well. How's that?
Gotta be crazy on that.
How's the NFL experience? I haven't played that yet. And I know MetaQuest 3 just dropped, so I'm curious on how that is too. Ashley Larry said, that's a no for me, dog. I just want to sit my ass down with the game and relax. I ain't mad at that. I'm not, yo. A lot of times gaming it's like an escape. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at that at all. Mo said, of course, the Wii was based. Me and my dudes played it until our stats was literally off the charts. Nintendo didn't think someone would play a demo that much. Yo. Like where a demo game became like the highest packing game became like the highest selling game of all time, which is crazy. Right. And Andrew said, DDR, baby, dance revolution. Come at me and we'll wiggle this ass.
Yo,
what? Oh.
Pass the pie sticks after dark in this month right now.
So hell, Rock Band count definitely with that. Yeah, Rock Band does count, man. Especially like because like I've never seen motherfuckers just sit down with their two guitars just kind of chilling. Nah, everybody up playing, singing. Yeah, you singing everything.
You feel like you on stage for real.
Oh, throwback through the fire and flames on Expert. Let's go. Yeah, that should get you sweating, bro. That's that shit is crazy. So Andrew, don't play. You would get served like fat kids at a fat food restaurant. Y'all wild in the night. Mo said I had a Nike training game for Kinect on 360. It actually was a good workout. That's a good point.
I heard about that game.
The Nike game, Wii Fit was a little different, but yo, they really went there at the late 2000s with these games, bro. Just said I got him in baseball quite a few times. Yeah, whatever.
You talk about Jay, not me. Let's make that very clear. You feel me? I know better.
Oh, now you never played tennis.
Hey, Jay, you get put out. I knew she got him in tennis. He out here.
He said, let's get it started early. Mario, GTA, Assassin's Creed, Gears of War, Uncharted, Zelda, Call of Duty, God of War, Resident Evil, Last of Us. And he came with the list ready. You know what? I'm gonna save that comment. We're gonna talk about that. You know what? We're gonna do that next week.
I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Saber said, "Hey yo."
Yeah, that was a wild comment.
Yo, y'all wild tonight, yo. Y'all wild tonight. All right, yo. Let's get to this next one, man. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. All right. How do you think video games have evolved over the years, and what do you miss from the older games? This is a good question, Wave. So obviously, besides the obvious of graphics has improved, right? The open world games are now more expansive than ever, and all that. The online multiplayer, I think, is like the biggest advancement. You know what I mean? Being able to do just about anything you want, playing against anybody everywhere is dope, right? What do you miss from older games? What do we want to define as older games? Are we going 15 years, 10 years, 20 years? What are we going by older games? Let's establish this now, Wave.
Let's do 10 years because it's games changed a lot in 10 years.
So 10 years. So what I miss about so start right here. I feel like the experience, and y'all may disagree with me. I miss the experience of like Halo 3. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, stuff like that. That online experience of playing online with the chat rooms. And yes, they were ruthless as hell. I get it, right?
Yeah. It made you
like they were raw and unfiltered, right? So I get it, but like I miss that experience. And now some people say, oh, it's just nostalgia. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's the case. Like I don't think it's just nostalgia. I think that like at the time, like the servers, they weren't so damn crammed up. You had issues, but I feel like every game now, like a lot of them were so bad in terms of like they're almost unplayable when it comes to the servers and stuff like that. but I feel like we didn't have as much of those problems back then. I could be wrong. Like it might be revisionist history, but that's how I feel. I feel like that era of games, and I mean, I do miss how games used to be complete, right? When they came in the box, right? You get the disc, it was a complete game. I do miss that part too. But what you got, Wave?
You know, internet was better back then, unless you had dial-up. You had dial-up, that shit was terrible. But like honestly, I don't know if games evolved in a great way. Like obviously, like you said, the graphics and all of that. But like outside of that, like it felt like the gaming dynamic just turned into like a big predatory market. Like it seemed like, you know, they just out there trying to cash grab every time we turn around. You know, a different game is trying to cash grab us, and it just seemed like you can't play games without having to put hundreds of dollars into it anymore.
Right.
And I think that's the thing I miss the most. You know what I mean? Like, being able to play a game without having to dump a ton of money in it. Like, you know, grinding to get the gear and the skins, and you know, doing certain things to be looking a certain way, instead of paying for it. You know what I mean? So like, that's the biggest thing for me. Like being able to just have fun in the game,
Absolutely.
like, and not having to shell out money. You know, because I was almost thinking about putting a 20 on 2K just to get some clothes or something. Like you feel me? Like that's crazy to me. Like, why am I even considering that?
That is crazy. Gamer Live said not downloading to play. That's a fact, bro. Like, start right there. He said in the prices, of course, but yeah, man, literally buying a disc and still having to install the game is wild. Like, I know PCs obviously you had to do it, but like, come on, man.
And the way the games come on, games don't come on the same way like they used to.
Nope. It's like that. It's like a lost art, like a lost touch to it, right?
Right.
Daryl Minor said, I just miss the games in general, honestly. We had more to choose from back in the day. Games were dropping weekly. At least that's how it felt, man. Like I feel like now, like for example, I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. We was talking about Hellblade 2. Like we saw that trailer in 2020, 2021. It's still not you don't even have a release date for it. You know what I mean? like Stalker 2. We saw the trailer in 2020. That game is now the release date is Q1 of 2024. Like that's wild. You know what I mean?
I forgot about that game. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Most said I missed the cheat codes. Most, yeah, we can't go one episode without mentioning GTA 6. I thought we had it, Wave. I thought we had it. I missed the cheat codes. Most said they seem to be replaced by DLC. That's a fact, bro. Remember, it was a Cheat CC, Cheat Planet.
Yeah, Cheat Planet was my go-to.
That's a fact, bro. I still remember certain codes in my head, like South Park, cheesy poofs, like, you know what I mean, to unlock certain things. Like,
I don't remember no codes no more, man. My brain is fried. Yeah, nah.
Game a lot midnight releases and that feeling of joy when you open the game case. Yo, midnight releases. I mean, I didn't do like a ton of them, but I know one of the ones I did was Marvel vs. Capcom. I did that one. 3.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay.
3. Because I was hype on that game.
Long as it wasn't Infinite, we could.
I want to say it was either Black Ops 1 or World. I think it was Black Ops 1. I did the midnight release for that too. Those two stick out in my mind. You know what I mean? Because November time for Black Ops, it was type cold outside. You know what I mean? Stand outside of GameStop, but even ones that I didn't do, seeing pictures for like the PS2 when that launch or the Dreamcast, stuff like that, the 360. It's just it's dope. You know what I mean? To see stuff like that.
Right.
Saber said, most games are skin, DLC, and battle pass base. I definitely miss having a character on a memory card and going crazy. I miss waiting at GameStop as well. For some games, everything is online now.
Right.
Yeah, I do feel like that experience is not there no more. You know what I mean?
So a lot of kids won't experience none of that stuff, bro.
Most said he co-signs. I just played Halo before this, and nobody said a word on the chat in any of the games I played. Yo, Wave. I saw a video the other day on TikTok. To be honest, it was like an old video that somebody recorded of a chat from from Call of Duty, and like you hop into the chat or make that like door sound like do do, and they hop in the chat, and this dude was like, "All right, now the master's here," and all of a sudden everybody was just like, "Oh, get this guy the fuck out of here!" You know what I mean? Like
It ain't
I
like
was
that no
dying
more.
laughing, bro, because that's how it was. Everybody like, "Man, get the hell out of here!" Or a certain map popped on everybody, so yo, skip that shit, yo, skip, hurry up, skip
Right.
it.
It ain't like that no more, bro. You
It's
can
not
play
like
a
that
Call of
no
Duty
more.
game and don't hear nobody say nothing the whole game.
Right. Just said the cash grab mentality sucks. I completely agree.
Fact.
Trash. Saber said paying $50 and having the whole game was fire. Now the game has all these add-ons.
Yeah, you're paying 50 for
These
the
are all
base
great
model.
questions. The base model, these are all great questions. Andrew said online has become more negative than what it was. Yeah, because it has a stigma, right? Or back in the day, everybody saying the N-word this, N-word that, you know what I mean? Everybody calling all types of slurs and stuff. It's still toxic and probably even more, but it's not even like you just don't get the good parts now to kind of combat it, if that makes sense.
I take that over all this quiet gaming. Like nobody don't say nothing. Like you could beat somebody by 200 points and they just quiet.
This is a good point by
talk.
Mo. He said, I think I misremembering the prices. I paid $75 for Mortal Kombat 3. Wave, remember we put
we tried to tell everybody.
We put the ads out on, we put out some classic ads, and people was like, those aren't the real prices. I'm like, no, they were. Bro. Gaming was always expensive.
You got more bang for your buck back in the days though.
Jimmy Lopez, what's good, bro? What's good? Welcome back. He said, I missed the days of PlayStation 2 and Xbox days, just simply coming home, putting the game in, no update needed. When I try to go back and play in older games from my childhood, the feeling is just not the same anymore. I miss the commercials, the magazines that would come with a free demo inside. The generators for Xbox, PS2, you know what I mean? Those demo discs was goated, bro. Like literally, I could quote Parappa the Rapper right now, and it's literally from a demo disc. You know what I mean? From the PlayStation 1. That like it's crazy.
Parappa the Rapper. Remember getting the magazines with the disc in the bag?
Yep. Saber said nowadays you play an alpha, then the beta, then the pre-order version beta, then the pre-battle pass beta. The game releases still has bugs. Yo, that's a fact, bro.
Sound like Cyberpunk for real.
Word. Andrew said, bro, Undertaker made the return on NXT tonight for those who like wrestling. It's on USA Network, which is crazy. Undertaker been around for a long time. Shout out to Taker, man.
Word, definitely gotta check that out. Him. That'd be crazy.
I did it for the Dreamcast. It was so fun. Absolutely. What you think, Wave? One more? Two more? What you think?
Let's see. Let's do one more and see how we feel after that.
I bet. Appreciate y'all, man. Rocking with us.
That's appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate all of the conversations, though.
How do you think virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality will shape the future of gaming? Whew, that's a good one, man. Because at one point I was all about it, Wave. I really was. I remember 2016. I was in North Carolina for a wedding, and I remember stopping at the game store and they had it. What is it? I think it's the Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing that and I was seeing how that was working and everything like that. I was like, yo, this is so dope. And now I started thinking gaming, how this could be. And then we've gotten so much VR stuff, and some of it is cool. Like the NFL thing, I haven't played it, but it looks cool, right? Resident Evil was dope on it. Outlast was cool, but it don't feel like, feels like the VR part's the gimmick and like the quality is not there, at least yet. So I would hope it gets better, but I will say I'm a lot less optimistic as I was about it.
Yeah, I agree. Like when it first was a thing, when it first was coming out, I thought like that was going to take over. Like, you know, people was going to live in VR, like especially with the metaverse and all of that was coming out at the same time. Like they made it seem like, you know, that was the new way to socialize, and it just didn't happen. So I don't really see it taking over like I did before. I don't think it really would shape the future of gaming unless they could figure out a way to make it better. You know what I mean? Like it's decent, but it's not as good as it could be. And if they could figure out a way to just make it better, make you actually feel like. I know a lot of people say feel like I'm in game, but we were saying that, you know, that in the early 90s that the games look real. Then you look at it right now and they was square boxes. It looked like you were playing Roblox. So like let's I don't want to say it will shape gaming at all. I don't believe so. I think this is the peak of last year was the peak of it. And they done came out with the Oculus 3 and all of that stuff, and it's still not hitting like they think it is. Unless they can make it better, I don't see it shaping anything. I just think the console is just the way of gaming. Like, you know, the console or the PC.
I got you. Absolutely. Andrew said Pornhub is going to be rich as fuck. Most I don't think it will. People only use VR for porn.
I don't know what y'all using these VR headsets for. Y'all wilding.
Yo, y'all crazy, man. Saver said we're gonna be robots soon. I think for a developing mind, it will be interesting to see how that works. Absolutely. And then he clarified that. He said, "Do they have legs in a metaverse?"
Only hands. That's what I'm saying. Like.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo. Just I think it's gonna be trash if they added in for some cash grabby BS. Like, wow, you can see some extra trees and NPCs if you put this headset on. Yeah, like it's like the video game industry, everything's about the buck, right? Make the quick buck. So I could definitely see that happening, like releasing the same games we already played with the VR mode for it. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely could see that.
Right.
And then the price, like I saw the PS5 VR, the PS VR 2. I'm sorry, it was like $550. You know what I mean? It's like it's too much money. You know what I mean? Yeah, too much money.
We'll buy that in the PlayStation Slim.
Game Alive said we are still a long ways away from game-changing VR. I agree with that 100%. We're not ready yet. Maurice again, we said no. You still walk around like.
Are you really walking? You just gliding around and shit with your hands.
Don't ask what we use VR for. It's a sticky. Yo, yo, this dude Andrew wild, bro. So you say y'all minds in the gutter.
Yeah, we need to end the show. We know what everybody thinking about doing tonight.
We got one more wave.
Enjoy yourselves.
One more, man. Not crazy enough. So I think we all have.
Yeah, let's do something. I want to end with a bang.
Yeah, we definitely all have. Pause.
Yeah, definitely pause.
Talking about sticky situations, you said end with a bang, like
yeah.
I bet. I like this one. What are some video game soundtracks that you find exceptionally well composed and why?
We might have answered something similar, something like this, like as far as soundtracks go, but like I'm gonna go back to I think it's two that stick to in my brains, but they both 2K. Like the sports game is kind of like, but it's 2K13. I think they did a really good job with that. And I liked ESPN Baseball 2K5. I think their soundtrack was done really well.
Baseball game, okay.
Yeah, I think that was really well.
That's a good one.
But, go ahead.
You got more or?
Nah, go ahead.
All right, so for me, I always say it, and it's like I know it's outdated, so I'm gonna give one that's like more like heart and one was more objective. The one that's more heart is obviously Sonic 2. You know what I mean? Like I always say, Grand Hill Zone,
yeah,
Zone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
that game was definitely
just goated, bro. It's goated. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and for like another one I'm gonna say is that I really, really like is Ocarina of Time. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I love the game, but like I feel like that soundtrack was excellent. I could cheat and say Super Smash Bros. Because it kind of compiles all the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they do a good job too.
And the last one I'll mention, to be honest, is the Pokemon games. Those battle sounds, you know what I mean? The battle sounds and the music that plays like when you're in the grass and the battle comes up on those Game Boy games is dope, but obviously, like to me, I find like soundtracks and sound in games and music so important. You know what I mean? But Sonic Adventure is one of them. I can go on for days about the soundtracks.
I think Resident Evil do a really good job too.
They do.
Because like
That's a good one.
they kind of use their sound. I ain't gonna say soundtrack, but they just music in general to kind of like bring that whole horror thing to life. And I think they do probably the best job.
Daryl said skip. Andrew said Fallout Vegas 3 and 4 and Halo 2.
Oh, how we don't say Halo? We probably said Halo so many times speaking about video game music. Like it's
So I didn't
like,
say Halo. So I would say Halo 3, right? That's the one that I always mention. I didn't say that because we covered it the other like a few weeks ago. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we had the whole video for it and everything. But obviously, right? That's a good one.
That was a dope episode.
Absolutely. All right, just said almost any Sonic game. Yeah, Sonic, they got busy with them. It's still debated whether or not Michael Jackson had a song in Sonic 3. Some say he did, some say he didn't. That's the whole thing. We could talk about that at another time, but that's the actual thing. You can look it up.
I would not put that past Mike. Mike is really smart.
Bill Saber, Fall Guys had bangers. Not some of the old Maddens. That's a fact. The Bone Crusher song, Madden 04 or 03.
Yeah, I think that was 04 with the Vic, man.
Never Scared. Yeah. The remix, the Madden remix. Maddens did have good soundtracks. I forgot about that, especially the older ones. The ones now,
in general.
Word.
Back in the day.
Mo said Ghost of Tsushima. I'm about to run that whole game back because of it. That's a good one. I know you and Mo, y'all love that game.
That game is fire. I might run it back too. We might have to do some multiplayer on that, Mo.
RD Lucas said NBA 2K14 sound. Yeah. Those like mid 2010s soundtracks. Was it fire. 2013? Was that the one Jay did?
Yeah,
2014 was dope too. 2015 was dope. That's a good one. I
think from like 2011 to like 2015 was all good.
Mo said the Frontier game has some bangers. Sonic 2 and Earthworm Jim is a good one. We covered that game. Was that last year? I think Wave.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim. We covered that one.
Yeah, that was last year.
And you said I love my Xbox, but I missed the PlayStation layout and sounds. Yo, I will say this: the one sound I can't stand is that what is it? The PS4, that background music, bro. Like I can't stand that, bro.
Just like a hum.
Sound like a doctor's office. like, I couldn't stand that shit. Gamer Live looks at Vice City hands down. Yeah, the Grand Theft Auto games, man. If I had to pick one from a GTA game, I might go Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, if I had to pick up one specifically from a GTA game.
I think that's when they really took off, like, with their games, GTA 4.
Daryl Miner said Hogwarts.
Yeah.
What do you think about the soundtrack from Legacy? Hogwarts.
You can't ask me. I'm biased. I love Harry Potter. So they can't do no wrong in my eyes, except for whatever J.K. Rowling did.
Andrew said, "Hey, Halo 2 had Breaking Benjamin and Hoobastank. I seen we playing that song live when it dropped for Halo 2. That's pretty dope.
I ain't hear.
That's a dope experience.
So long.
That's a dope experience." Trevor McKim, what's going on? Appreciate you checking out the show. He said Sonic,
yes, sir, appreciate
or Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage
is an excellent one. He said NBA Jam.
He's
NBA
on
Jam.
fire.
Shout out to what's the dude's name? Who does like the freestyles? Like he hosts freestyles now. Fire in the Booth. Like he always uses the NBA Jam clips. So he's on fire. And like,
yeah.
Perfect.
Super hot fire.
Word. Mo said, gotta play Streets of Rage again. Absolutely. Yo, Streets of Rage is super dope. Game with Live Look came with another one, Street Fighter 2 as well.
Oh yeah, they coming out with the bangers.
Yeah, yo. A lot of like soundtracks are super important. Jimmy Lopez said, "How could we forget about the pause music on 007 GoldenEye?" Yo, he said we used to freestyle.
You can never forget that music. That music
Yo,
is official.
Wave, remember that shit?
Yeah, that pause menu is official. That's probably the best pause music I ever heard in my life.
Bro, like that shit has some bass to it too. Like real talk, like that shit had bass to it. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I got it right here, Wave. Hold on.
That was based off a hip hop track.
It had to be, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that real quick. I got it pulled up. Let me cue it. Can you hear that, Wave?
Yeah. Bro, like, come on now.
Who got a 16? Like, who got a 16?
Like, come on.
This shit ill.
I'll just start freestyling.
Right.
This was on the weekend. This on the weekend.
Yo, most of that Fab probably got a freestyle in this video.
Fab probably definitely got a freestyle somewhere to this.
Dude, that shit is hilarious, bro.
It's probably on the same mixtape that he got the Chicago Bulls one on.
Yo. Yo, that's crazy. Let me do a real quick Wave. Let me do an honorable mention, bro. Let me do an honorable mention if you will allow me to, bro.
Yes, sir. What do you think?
All right. Let me put this on the screen, bro.
If you smell what the rock.
Diggity dog.
Nobody Wave?
Right, there you go. Hey, I ain't heard this in a long time.
How about this for nostalgia?
This game is freaking fire.
Word, bro.
Diggity dog.
Yeah, man, yo, we should do a list of that too, like the best songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
All right.
dope. Fab probably got a freestyle on that one too.
That's a fact. Playing the wrong cam and everything. But let me fix this real quick.
Diggity dog. Jeez, our childhood was great.
That's a fact. Let's get to these comments real quick while I fix my camera. Let's get these comments real quick. All this fiery music has fucked up my camera. Most said Vega from Turbo 2 was goated. Like, Jimmy Lopez said that shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania 2000. That's a good one. See, I put on No Mercy, but that's a good one. Say gas.
WrestleMania 2000.
Said Fab probably got a freestyle on this beat. That's so fucking hilarious. Cypher time on the 007. Say greatest wrestling game ever. Absolutely. But let me find out what's going on. Let me switch cameras real quick, man. Camera's all messing up. About to switch to the webcam real quick. Hold on. There we go. All right, yo, Wave. Let's wrap up the show. You ready?
Yeah, man. It's been a fun one.
Word, yo, appreciate y'all and the support, man. Real talk, like y'all definitely super dope. Catch y'all next week. Wave, take it away, bro.
Hey, I just appreciate everybody for coming out, man. I just hope we can keep growing the community and we could just keep the good vibes, man. It's been fun. It's always a great time. There's a lot of y'all to mention in the chat, but each and every one of you that came through, we appreciate you, man. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy your week, and we see you next Tuesday.
Absolutely. We out. Peace.